You know what I begin to learn in my own personal journey? So every time I come on here, I want to speak to you from my own personal journey because it has been a journey. And we've all had something in our life that we've had to journey through and sit with ourselves, discover things about ourselves. But what I've learned is that when women first sit down and begin sitting down with themselves, or with someone else. Maybe it's a friend that you sit down with. She's usually not going to tell you. She's usually not going to sit with you and tell you things like, I have an attachment wound. My body, my nervous system doesn't feel safe. She's not going to say, I learned that love has to be earned. Those aren't the things that we're saying. What she will say, she will talk about the relationship, the fights, the lies, the mixed signals, the pain of giving everything and still feeling unloved. Yes, on the surface, it could sound like a relationship problem on the surface, but many, many, many times it goes much, much deeper than the partner. It is about what feels familiar. It's about self-abandonment. It's about believing love must be earned. And it's about patterns that were formed long, long time ago, long ago. So now she overgives. She ignores red flags. She people pleases. She stays way too long. And not out of weakness, not because she's weak, but because her mind and her body have learned survival before she ever learned safety. And if we only give surface advice to people to set better boundaries, communicate more, or just leave the deeper pattern that's creating the behavior, that pattern is going to stay the same. And we may end up in a different relationship, but still the same. Because the relationship is not always the root. Sometimes it's the symptom of what's really going on. And this is where deeper work matters. The real work is when we slow things down, noticing the patterns underneath the story, and asking, when did love begin to feel unsafe? And when did I learn that love had to be earned? And why do I keep settling for less than I deserve? Real discernment doesn't come from saying the right words. It comes from sitting with oneself and becoming aware. And this starts with doing our own healing first. And this has been my journey.